fantastic. We also have the hilarious John Roberts, and yeah, we're glad you guys could make it. Let's see, let's have fun. Everybody, you guys aren't too drunk or tripping yet, right? Not yet? Okay. Oh, so like 30% are seeing God right now. That's fantastic. Okay. One thing you can't do in a tent full of 5,000 people is yell a full sentence and expect everyone to understand you. It's not going to happen. You want to keep it to one word. Like, suck it! Or something like that. You want to keep it to short and simple. So, I have the body of a 12-year-old Asian boy. You do not want to see that with a shirt off. Alright, well listen everybody, welcome to Bonnaroo. I'm excited to be here. I am not fucked up. I actually quit drinking last year. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was gonna die, so it's pretty good. So much has changed since I quit drinking. I have dreams now. So how do you like that? I'm not talking about my future. I'm not bragging. I'm talking about at night when I go to sleep. I'll dream. I didn't dream for 10 years. Did you know if you go to bed wasted 7 nights a week, your brain can't get to a place it needs to dream? That's a real medical thing. I have my own theory, and that's how your brain is like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking entertain you after what you just did to me for the last 6 hours. Oh, you wanna feel what it's like to fly? Go fuck yourself. I'll be up all night with your liver and figuring out how we're gonna make it to 50. I also quit doing drugs. Drugs are awesome until they're not, and then you have to stop. I used to get so paranoid, but paranoia was actually my favorite part of being high, because I'm a comedian, and it made me feel famous in public. I could be high as shit at McDonald's, like, oh my god, everybody's talking about me. This is awesome. I don't even speak Korean, but that guy's definitely talking about me. I live in New York City. I live in a studio apartment, which if you don't know what that means, it's when you can see your stove and your toilet from your bed. So nothing happens under my watch. I don't have any curtains in my apartment. That's a true story, no curtains. I tried to buy curtains, I went to the store, I was like, I would like these curtains, please, and they were like $40, and I was like, nope. It turned out I'd rather have curtains. I found out just how low on my list of priorities curtains were. It turns out I'd rather get drunk once than ever have curtains for the rest of my life. Because how I look at it, curtains are more of a neighbor problem. I've seen my penis a million times, and I am totally cool with it. If you don't want to look at it, you can pay $40 for curtains. The only problem is you live in a studio apartment with no curtains at night when you turn your light on to go to the bathroom. Your neighbors across the street can see everything you're doing like you're on stage. So now, I have to suck my gut in just to walk to my own bathroom. And I play with my dick a little bit. Because I'm not going to have it be tiny when I go to the bathroom. I'm going to puff that little guy up respectable like, you know what I mean? Ready for his first day of school, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't get it hard, I'm not gross, but I get a pretty sweet in-betweener going, and then I walk with dignity and confidence to the bathroom. Before sitting down to pee, but it's totally worth it. Can't pee standing up with half a heart on, that shit'll go everywhere. I can't miss my toilet, I'll hit my bed. So, I used to share it with an ex-girlfriend, if you can believe that. Like, she used to wake me up in the middle of the night when she heard a noise that scared her, like an intruder, in a studio apartment. Too late. You hear a noise in a studio apartment, you're raped. There's no go check it out. Whatever that noise is, it's happening to you right now. So I'm dating a new girl, and on our first date, this is literally what she said to me over dinner. She said, I have a gay friend, and I feel sorry for straight guys, because 80% of the male sex nerves for pleasure are in the butt. And I was like, I don't care. I'm doing great with that other 20%. But that's a creepy thing to say to somebody at dinner, right? That sounds like something you say to somebody right before you're about to try something they don't want to do. But she said it, so now I'm looking out for it, right? It's almost like if a serial killer said something creepy before he got you all the way back to his house. He's like, your skin looks comfortable. You're like, what? He's like, what? We're here. Where are my night vision goggles? So, let's see. Oh, we're using condoms, which is awesome. I prefer it. It feels better. And what? I was being sarcastic anyway. Condoms fucking suck. But I'm not going to complain that you can't feel anything when you wear a condom, right? Because when I wear a condom, I can totally feel that condom. Girls are sweet. They always try to make it. They're always like, we don't like it either, but you have to wear it. And you're like, oh, it's not the same thing though. First of all, so much work goes into getting to the point where you're gonna have sex with somebody for the first time, right? Tons of work for both people. There's a lot of preparation. And then she's like, put a condom on. You're like, I was hoping to feel this. It's like we climb a mountain together, you get all the way to the top, and she's like, put on this blindfold. Is it awesome up here? Who cares? We're together. So, right? Because girls have sex for more reasons than we do. We both have sex because it feels good, but girls also have sex because it brings us closer or something. And I think that's cool. Somebody should be doing that. But the problem is, guys' brains, I looked this up, guys' brains are made completely out of brains. Our brains are like 100% brains. And your brains are made out of hearts. So that's why a lot of the times you guys feel like you're smart. They're also smaller. I don't even do that, but your brains are smaller. I'm sorry, that's not me, that's science. So, I figured out a way to explain to your heart brain in a way that it can understand what it feels like for us to wear a condom. Ready? Okay. You know when we're done having sex and you guys want to cuddle and stuff? That's cool. We like to leave a window open and lay on top of the covers because we're all hot and sweaty because our bodies make their own heat and we do all the work. And you guys get under the covers immediately because you're lizards. I think we should be allowed to cuddle you like that through a blanket. What's the big deal? It's totally a big deal. Girls hate that if you don't get under the covers. They're like, what are you doing? Get under these covers with me right now. If I can't feel your skin on my skin, it's like you don't love me and this doesn't count. I'm like, oh, that's so weird. I just said that to you 20 minutes ago. That's right, ladies. 20 minutes. I'm just kidding. Who wants to have sex for 20 minutes? Gross. Sex is like cocaine. It's good for 3 minutes, and then you're like, how am I gonna get to sleep? So I had a birthday recently, which means a new dream died. You know how you get older and your dreams just die one by one? Like when you're a kid, they're fun dreams. Like, I want to be a jockey, right? And then you hit 12 and you're like, fuck. And then you're like, I'll be an astronaut. And then they're like, take all these math classes. And you're like, fuck you, pig. I don't know why a cop would give you math, but so the dream that died for me at 30, because I live in New York City, was the dream that I would be one of those guys that found out he was gay really late in life. Because you know those talk shows where a guy's like the head of a family and then he's like, sorry, I'm gay, everyone. I wanted to be that guy. You know why? If you live in New York City, gay life is the best fucking life you can possibly have. If you're in Tennessee, it fucking sucks. But if you're in New York City, it's amazing. Let me paint the picture for you. If you're walking down the street, right, and you see another guy that you think is cute, and all you have to do is go, ah, and if he goes, nah, then you go to an alley, and you're like, oh, right? That's a real thing. I'm not making that up. Also, your guy friends are supportive. Gay guy friends are supportive. They're like, hey, nice shirt, and that means you have a nice shirt on. Straight guy friends, if they tell you you have a nice shirt, take that fucking shirt off. That's the gayest shirt you'll ever wear. Also, brunch. Being gay is like 90% brunch. It's all they fucking do. They just sit on the sidewalk eating eggs with pesto and making fun of people that walk by them. sudden. Because I drank for 10 years and did coke. I was so numb, I didn't have any emotions. 2 weeks after I quit drinking, I had all these emotions and I was like, what are all these lady emotions that I'm having? I might be gay. And it turns out I was just human. Because I was like, puppies are cute, that's weird. They're like, no, puppies are always cute. I'm like, oh, whatever. So I asked my friend Cress, who's gay, we were walking together, and I go, Cress, I think I might be gay. And he goes, wanna test it? And I was like, no. And then he was like, ah? And I was like, I'm not falling for that shit. So he goes, pick a guy, any guy in the street right now, just pick one. So I picked this guy, it's like 45 years old, he's got a gut, he's not really good looking or bad looking. I go, that guy. He goes, do you want him to sit on your face? And I was like, oh! No, and he goes, I do, you're not gay. I didn't know that was part of it. I didn't know. That's not worth brunch. So cool. I was in the food here is amazing, but you know what I miss? Diners. Diners are my favorite restaurants in the world. Aren't they amazing? First of all, they never close, right? And even if you don't know what you want to eat, a diner has it. You ever seen a diner menu? It's 15 pages long, 8-point font, single space. Looks like a fucking dictionary, and everything's ready immediately. I don't know how they do it, but diners are the only restaurants that have lobster and pancakes on the same page. And even if they fuck up your order, it's still ready. You know what I mean? They're like, here's your pancakes. You're like, I ordered lobster. And he's like, oh, sorry. Here's your lobster. All diners are run by Greek or Turkish people. That's who runs diners. Everywhere. Right? They're the only countries in the world that have the secret of how to store all the food ever in one small kitchen, and it's ready right now. But this diner I was at last week was run by Chinese people. I had never seen that before. Chineses running a diner. Sorry, Chinamen. These Chinamen are running a diner. That's not a slur, by the way. It can't be. All it is the country and man. China, man. How is that bad? If you call me America, man, I'd be like, you're fucking right, represent. So if you don't like Chinamen, that's because you're not in China, man. So the waiter comes over and he's like, what can I get you? And I was like, you should call this place a Chiner. And he was like, what? I was like, we're having fun. So I get up to go to the bathroom, right? And the door to the bathroom, not only is it not locked, it's open a crack. So I just swung the door open. And my second biggest fear happened. Guy right there, 10 inches away, taking a dump, eye contact. Boom. I say my second biggest fear because my first biggest fear is obviously beating that guy. That's the worst thing that can happen to anybody at a China. Here's how we all react as normal people when somebody walks in on us in a public bathroom because we forgot to lock the door. Ready? It's somebody's in there! Which is cool because somebody's in there. This guy looked at me and didn't blink. And he goes, give me a minute, chief. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could be the confident one. In a confrontation with a stranger when your balls are showing. I thought I was dreaming. I was like, am I completely naked? How the fuck are you in charge right now? Your parents are still together, aren't they? That's too much self-esteem for one person. I'm a child of divorce like a normal person. Well, listen, we got a great show. I know it's loud out there. It sounds like the Jersey Shore kids have a barbecue right outside the town.